What is going on, guys? We are back like we never left. I'm a little bit sick. I'm recovering. That's why my voice is a bit iffy, but just bear with me. I'm just gonna go over a couple trades today. Basically, I've been away. I had a baby. My daughter was born. Her name is Summer. She's now 5 months old, almost 6 months. So I've been busy, dealing with that. Starting a family, all those kind of things. I've still been trading, but the content fell off a little bit. But we are back and we're gonna go stronger than ever this time. So basically I'm just gonna break down some trades, or two trades actually today, on gold and GJ, the only two pairs that I trade. Basically, this was the trade right here. And what we're looking at on gold here, if I just move drawings, right, we're gonna leave that there. So if we take a look at what has been happening here on the daily time frame, right, what can we see, right? What can we see? Price action here. Boom, wicks, boom, wicks, right? We had this big sell-off here. This was due to news, I'm sure. Yep, NFP, right? And we had this big sell-off, broke these two daily wicks. We kind of pulled back, tapped into these areas, right? And what did we have here on Wednesday? Rejection and a bearish closure. And then price came up and it made a new low high, and then it broke that previous low, right? So now what do we have looking at the daily time frame structure? We have bearish, right? We have bearish structure, right? We have two daily bearish candle closures with a high, a lower high, a low, and a lower low. So looking at today, let me get rid of those, right? If I was to just draw a box around today's candle here, right? Boom, yesterday's candle, sorry. So we can see that is yesterday's candle. I'm going to go to the 4-hour time frame. So I know that we've got bearish structure here on the daily time frame, right? So what I'm looking at is the 4-hour, and basically when I'm looking at that is pre-London and London open, right? I'm looking for that volume. But straight away, again, what do we have here? If I just mark this out on the 4-hour today, boom, 1, 2, 3, right? Bearish closes, boom, boom, all respecting previous highs, breaking previous lows, right? So my entry was pretty simple. Sorry. Yes, I am recovering from a cold. So we're not going to mark the high on this one because this is the candle we traded, right? These two candles right here. But we have this strong bearish closure, momentum to the downside, breaking all those previous wicks of the previous day, right? Breaking previous daily low. And if I just turn on the sessions, we can see this was the purple is today's candles, right? Today's 4-hour candle. So we've got one bullish where price pulls back, creates a top wick for the daily, and then we rip back down bearish, right? So again, sorry guys. So again, looking at yesterday, what did we have, right? Bearish candle closes on the daily, right? Showing clear bearish momentum. And what do we have on the 4-hour now, leading into pre-London, London open, right? We have a nice strong bearish closure, right? Respecting previous highs and breaking all previous lows here to the left. So for me, what I was looking at, right, is then price on the 1 hourly, right, to show me something. So you can see price came down, pulled back, and then you can see this big bearish engulfing candle, right, respecting again previous highs, breaking all lows to the left. Literally the repeat of what happened on the 4-hour chart here started happening on the 1-hour chart. So my entry was simple, right? It was just a few pips below these levels once this candle had closed, and you can see the price did break down. It dropped around about what was that, around about 30 pips in profit, 25-30 pips in profit, but I did hold, and we can see it retraced all the way back up, closed bullish, spiked up again, right, and then started to sell off, which is what I was confident with it doing, and so I put my stops above previous 4-hour highs, right? I mean, it's pretty big stops. I wouldn't hold all the way until there. I would assess what is happening with the 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, and if it was going to be a losing trade, right, I would look at minimizing risk and taking some of my positions off depending on what the market does. But I just wanted to give it room to breathe, give it room to move and do its thing, as the daily and the 4-hour had lined up. And so now we're just waiting for the lower time frames, the 1 hourly, the 15-minute maybe, to start syncing with those high time frames, right? And we see that we see that, yeah, with these candles, boom, 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 right? And I took profit when this candle closed here for about 50 pips, right? But it did drop about 70 pips in profit. But I took profit to around about 50 pips. So that was a beautiful trade on gold. Let me see. Yeah, also there is high impact news here tonight on gold. So this is why I was not, I didn't want to wait around too long for this kind of news to come in and potentially spike price all the way back up. Once you've hit 70 pips in profit, you don't really want to be taking a losing trade after that. If you go 70 pips in profit and then price flips and hits your stop loss for 90 pips, that's not good trade management. All right, but based off daily, 4-hour and 1 hour, we got that nice sell-off, right, which is what we was looking for here on gold today. So beautiful trade there. And you can see, if I bring up, oh no, you can't see that, never mind. No, you can't see that. Anyway, I was going to bring, I have a screenshot. I posted it on my Twitter and also on my TikTok if you want to go have a look at that. I posted it before and after, right? So I took a screenshot as I entered before and then as it played out. And then moving on to GJ, let me just delete this analyses, remove. Again, if we go to the daily, we can see, right, that price sold off quite heavy, right? 2 big bearish candles, right? You can see that in there. So in my mind, again, this is where it can get a bit confusing and conflicting, but I do know that we're coming into this level of support, right? If we take a look at that, price bounce from this area before, and also we can see this area, right, which price does tap into. We can see here, boom. So we've got 2 levels here, right, on GJ where price could potentially bounce from. So I did have that in mind. This is the daily time frame, right? So let me just leave those on there for a second, and then we'll go take a look on the 4-hour real quick. So if we take a look on the 4-hour, we can see price respecting both of these levels perfectly, right? And what happens as price comes into these levels, right? Big rejection wick, another rejection wick, and a bullish candle closure. If we go to sessions, right, we can see that purple is today again, right? So here the daily candle started, wick down, made a bottom wick, and then we have 1 bullish candle, 2 bullish candles, right? 3 bullish candles in a row, both creating lows, higher lows, higher lows, highs, higher highs, higher highs, right? So again, my thinking was above this 4-hour candle, we could see that move to the upside back into these regions over here, right? If we take a look at those wicks, and we can see that this spiked perfectly into that level and rejected quite hard, right? We can see bullish, rejection, closed bearish, right? But I closed for around about, I think, 35 pips, around about here, right? As price started coming down, right? Price hit it and started rejecting. I closed here around about 35 pips. And again, what we can see on the 1 hourly, right? We can see bullish candles, bullish candles, bullish candles, bullish candles, right? So as this 4-hour candle closed here, if you have a look to the left, as that closed, this candle came down, made a bottom wick and started pushing, right? Momentum, again, this is pre-London volume, right? Same thing again for as gold, right? We're looking at that pre-London, London open volume, and we're looking at previous day, right? And we're looking at 4-hour, and we're looking for that momentum, right? And as we can see, we have key levels that price rejects off, 1, 2. We have the bullish momentum on the 4-hour, creating highs and higher lows, right, with all bullish candles. And then this one closed decently strong bullish right here. We can see nice wick and closed strong bullish at the top, right? Indicating momentum. And again, coming into pre-London London Open, we know that that volume is going to come in. Price did wick down again, left a massive bottom wick. That was due to some news, right? GDP. Wick down briefly, but we know where price is heading, right? We can see the momentum, we can see the direction. So, you know, no worries there. Held that. Price then flipped bullish and drove up for around about 50 pips profit. But again, like I said, I took once it rejected that level around about 35 pips, right? And of course, stops below previous 4-hour low. Again, manage risk if you have your stops below previous 4-hour lows or highs. If it's a sell, then you've got a lot of room to work with, right? It's gonna take a lot for a previous 4-hour low or high to be broken. So within that time, within that space, you have to be thinking about managing risk and where you're going to manage risk, right? For example, this 1 hour broke previous 1-hour lows, right? I did know that was obviously due to high impact news. So what I would have waited for is if this candle closed bearish below here, then I would have started managing risk, right? Or if it broke the lows and kind of was sitting around about break even, then I would start closing half positions, things like that, to manage risk, because I don't want to take that full 35 pip loss, right? So yeah, that's GJ and gold trades today. Beautiful price action, simple price action, using momentum, price action, zones, and of course the most important thing, pre-London volume. My best friend, should be your best friend. I'm not a fan of New York session, not a fan of Asian session. I like pre-London, London Open, and maybe 1 or 2 hours into London Open, and then I will leave the charts altogether. Not worried about New York session open or New York session. All I'm focused on is pre-London and London Open, and then a few hours maybe after London Open, and I am done. If there's no setups, then I'm no longer looking at the charts, right? Yeah, so that's that quick little video. Want to keep it short, and yeah, we'll see. It's Friday. So yeah, what a great end to the week, and maybe I'll do a video over the weekend to kind of catch up on what's going on, right? As I have not been posting on this channel for a while now. We are at 300 subscribers, so please do help out. Push that subscribe button if you want to know more about my strategy and more about these kind of trades and setups that I look for every single day, Monday to Friday in the markets. Gold and GJ is all I trade. That's all you need to trade. There's more than enough setups on these two pairs throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year for you to be profitable, right? If you're thinking long term, you're not thinking short term, like I need to make lots of money, so I need to trade 50 pairs and I need to take 10 trades a day on all these pairs, right? That's not what you need. If you're thinking long term and you want to be successful in this long term, you should think about the capital you would have in the future, and that you would only really need to take 1 trade a week, maybe a few trades a month with a big enough capital, and you would still be making 6 figures, right, a month, etc. So that's the way you need to be thinking. That's the way I'm thinking. But I still do take, I think, average maybe like 3 trades a week on these two pairs, which is more than enough, right? So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you either tomorrow or we'll see you Monday for the market update on what is happening on Monday. Peace out.